Hello and welcome to Meditation with Shizu. For the next 15 to 20 minutes, I will guide you through a short body scan, then move on to what I call the 5-sense meditation. So the 5 senses refer to the sense of sound, sight, smell, taste, and touch. Now, you might say, hey, what about the 6th sense? But for now, we'll explore these 5 and maybe leave the 6th one for another session sometime. So, out of the listed 5, some of you might have 1 or 2 senses much weaker or much stronger than others and aware of that fact. Some of you might rely on 1 or 2 senses much more than others without realizing it. Whatever the case, this meditation will be a grounding experience for you as it uses the senses we can more or less control and be very mindful about. So, let's begin. Please place yourself in a lying down or a comfortably seated posture. If you choose to sit on a chair, make sure that the entire soles of the feet are touching the floor, with your knees and feet about a hip width apart. Make sure you are not overly arching or slouching your back if your back is supported by the chair or the wall even. If you are lying down, you might also want to separate your feet about a hip width apart to relax the hip joints. Your hands can be placed anywhere you feel comfortable, in any way you feel comfortable. So, you can close your eyes and start to notice how you are placing your body parts in this posture. Check the position of your feet, ankles, knees, hips, back, shoulders, arms, hands, neck, and the head. Start to relax the entire face. All the facial muscles can relax. Continue to breathe easily. And now, start to pay attention to the sounds that you are picking up with your ears. Simply focus on the sounds. Now let's tune in to the right ear only. If you wish, you can plug the left ear with your finger, but it is possible to just pay attention to the right ear without plugging anything and just focus on the sounds that are coming to the right ear. Now, slowly shift your consciousness, your attention, to the left ear. You might be surprised how different it is from the right ear in terms of what sounds you pick up. So right now you are focusing on the sounds that are coming to the left ear. And then let's go back to both ears. Maybe it is a bit different from the first time you paid attention to them. So notice all the sounds, both right and the left. You can even compare the different sounds the different ear is picking up. And then slowly release your attention from the sense of sound, sense of hearing. So now, let's move on to the eyes. So you can do this. It really doesn't matter if you want to open your eyes or not. So if you choose to keep your eyes closed, you might notice the slight light that is coming in underneath the closed eyelids. If you are opening your eyes, you can keep your head at one direction, so you're looking at the same place, more or less. But you can really pay attention to what you are looking at. At the moment, we are using both eyes. So now let's start focusing on the right eye and what you see with your right eye. I personally find it easier to close my eyes and just focus on my right eye. But if you choose to keep your eyes open, it might help you to look toward your nose. Just lightly focusing on the right side of your nostrils, for example, it might help you. Slowly release your attention from the right eye. Let's move on to the left eye. So again, you can do this with your eyes closed, just focusing on the left eye, or you can open your eyes and focus at the left nostril, the side of the nose, the left side. And now let's go back to both eyes. So without tensing your eye muscles or creating any wrinkles, focus on what you see, whether or not your eyes are closed. Notice the eye movement. And if your eyes are open, you might become more conscious of the blink rate, how you blink. So there are many things that you can notice by just paying attention to the eyes. So go ahead with that. So slowly release your attention from the eyes. Let's go on to the nose. What sort of smell or smells do you detect? How does the air smell? Or maybe if you have put on some perfume or something, maybe shampoo, lotion, anything like that, you might actually detect that smell. You can continue to pay attention to both nostrils, or you could try to distinguish the type of smell that you pick up from the right nostril as opposed to the left nostril. If you can do that, please do. Smell the difference. slowly release your attention from the sense of smell. Now let's go to the mouth. Since the sense of smell and the taste are closely linked, I think it's a good place to go after paying attention to the smell. Now, inside of the mouth, particularly with your tongue, maybe you can pick out some taste. So I'm assuming that you are not eating anything right now, but you might have had the morning coffee, or maybe you just brushed your teeth or anything like that, just had dinner, something like that, and see if you can detect any sort of taste inside the empty mouth. Now, let's do an interesting experiment here. Think about biting into a lemon. And I'm sure you experienced a little bit of salivation thinking about the lemon and feeling a little sour inside of the mouth. So you might like to recall any sort of strong taste that you might like or might really feel that this, oh, I can't stand it even. And imagine that and see how it changes inside of your mouth, how you taste. And let's slowly release our attention from the sense of taste. So the last one we have left is the touch, the sense of touch. So you might like to move your hands or maybe touch the fingertips with each other just to feel that touch of the fingertips or maybe some sort of surface. You can go over different sort of surfaces and just make sure that your fingers and the hands are quite in order. You can feel the difference of different materials. You could alternatively feel the sensation of your clothing or maybe a blanket that you might be using or scarf. Enjoy that sensation on the skin. Not necessarily just with hands, but the whole skin. You can stay with one sensation of one kind of tactile sensation, or you can continuously change it by moving your body or moving your arms, whatever that works out for you. And slowly release your attention. Now, for the last minute, I would like you to select one of the senses that you felt very intrigued by or very much liked. So pick one sense that was just so awesome for you today, and then continue to explore that sense for the next minute. And slowly release your attention from that particular sense. You may wish to start moving a little bit, maybe take a deep inhalation through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. Maybe a couple of more times here. So, thank you very much for joining me for today's meditation. I wish you a good day. Bye.